is active, then the automatic events just won't happen, or they'll just be like temporarily suspended. Uh, I think I've answered your question, respect controllers. If you have a question about Python, please ask it. Please, pleasey, please. I would like nothing more. Um, but I'm not going to accept a paid position until so spoilers. I'm probably never going to accept a paid position. I'm certainly not going to accept one if you're not willing to take my free advice. So, uh, yeah. Thank you again for the offer, though. It's really interesting. I've never had a GM notifier. Yeah. I've never. That's you're the first person to ask that, and so yeah, I wasn't. I don't know. I didn't have like an answer prepared, but please ask questions if you have questions. Please, I implore you. And that's not just for respect controllers. Like the reason I stream is so that I can help be informative and like occasionally entertaining. But yeah, that's what this is all about. So fire away. The other thing is that like I stream like full time, so I don't know if I'd even have time to do anything else. Or rather, I don't really want to take time away from my streaming schedule, is the thing. So, all right. The what the what? All right. So we I suspended the event system or the automated event system during the jam. So yeah. So like I said before, now I just need to now I need to filter for chat commands. Where do I do that? It's up here. Right? Or no, is it? Oh no, I guess it's after the animation. Where is it that we were filtering for chat commands? Here we go. Alright, so yeah. Okay, so I guess like one of the nice things is that I have to um thank you, Gustus. That's also yeah, same reason you mentioned that is like part of the reason that I do this. So uh so when you try that, it turns out, huh. um if you're using Pygame respect controllers, if you're using Pygame, one thing to keep in mind is that the order things will draw in is literally the reverse order that you blit them in. So like for example, the last thing you blit will always be on top. So if you're blitting, yeah, so if you have the background and the character both blitting, hey, it's spin time. If you have them both blitting, you'll need to thank you, Gustus. Sorry for mispronouncing your name, by the way. I don't actually know how to pronounce your name, so I just pronounce it like that, and I assume I'm mispronouncing it, but I apologize. And thank you. All right. Yeah, so what do you, the name. Yeah, usually I don't split on name until we have a reason to split on name, but I think I just have to t-split, wait, t-split I dot l strip, really, wait, t-split I, wait, what is this? If player in it, oh yeah, right, okay, no, I remember what that was for. That was for something different. So if t-split 0, right, okay, so if event on, wait, do I not look for part messages when event is off? Oh, what? Do I? Wait a second. How does that? Whoa, that's weird. Uh, is it? No, okay, there are two. Okay, there are two different cases where I check for the part message. I guess there'd have to be, right? Yeah. Wait, what is this the else to? Ugh. I wish I had an IDE that actually like lined up the that actually like lined up the the indentations. His indentation is a little bit important in Python. I don't know if anyone's worked in Python before. Oh, I am. Cool. Uh, uh, huh. So your Pygame is installed. Yeah. What's the error message that you get when you try and when you try and import it? Respect controllers when you like when you type in like import like plyglorf or whatever, does it like say you get an error that it says like plyglorf oh wait, no. Oh, I thought it would give you an error up front, but I guess it doesn't. Yeah, what is the error that you're getting? It just it just like you type import pygame and it just you still can't reference any of the pieces of it. Is that like is that what you're experiencing, or it isn't in the directory? Do you have it open now? Because if you I don't know. I mean, like if it is something that you're able to check, then I don't know. It's like because there's I don't know. Like I said, I've been working with this for several months, so like I never had that problem, so I've never actually had to deal with that problem before. But all right. Oh yeah. Excuse me. Oh yeah yeah yeah. Okay. Uh, with the so when the okay, well that's kind of interesting and kind of fortunate. I'm handling part messages differently based on whether the whether an event is active or not. And so uh, uh, so actually I do want to change this message too, because this is the message that happens when an event is active uh, and the yeah, right. Okay, so uh, so actually the message here will be oh dear, uh, so and so has vanished. Uh, I suppose I will take the lead. Again. And right, and so we also have to say event on equals false. And what was the other one? There's one other thing. Oh yeah, event or Karev dot live equals false. I think those were the two that I had to do. Because basically whatever event is in progress, we just have to cancel it. Unfortunately, I can't think of what else we would do. I mean, hypothetically, if the GM returned, we could like we're not destroying the event or anything. We're just like deactivating it. So I don't know. Uh, hmm. That's funny. If there's like an error that made it easy to like lose track of the directory of like stuff, I assume I would have like encountered that problem because like I always encounter that problem with like everything, but I've never encountered it with Python. And I've never encountered it with Unity. So I yeah, it's tough when do you guys ever get that like someone will be like describing a problem to you, and like the only thing you can think of is like, well, it works perfectly for me. Because like I don't know, if you never encounter anything like that, it's hard to know exactly what could be the source of the problem. Um, so I think this is sufficient. Oh yeah. So then the other thing that I want to do is oh yeah, no, this is fine. All right, and then the other thing I want to do is something similar in the case that the player left in the middle of, or like when it's not in the middle of an event, except this is the case where we're not going to freak out. We're just going to say farewell. So we don't have to do this stuff, and we don't have to say we don't have to say the stuff. We can just say farewell. Farewell so and so. I will take the lead again. I will take the lead. Again, I don't know. Whatever. That's fine. I don't care. So. Oh, whoops! This should be indented. GCSE. Huh. Probably not. I don't think so. But also, like, guess us, I don't know what GCSE is. Yeah. GCSE. Oh. Oh no, I haven't done that actually. I did study programming in secondary education though. So I took I don't know. I might have taken a similar sort of test at some point. Save that. All right, so now now I'm actually as set up for the departure of the GM as I would have liked to have thought before. So then the other case to... Oh, wait, yeah, all right. So I tend not to split on... I guess, like... Yeah, I guess there's no reason not to split on names sooner. Like, for some reason, like, this is how you get the name out. And for some reason, I always wait until we need to get the name out. But I guess there's no reason that we can't just, like, get the name out first thing. So, let's, cut this, and then just straight up, just get the name. Just get the name first thing. Oh wait, end split? What is end split? Oh, wait, what? String split. Wait a second. Why am I doing this end split thing if I've already done T split? Oh, because we're splitting on a different character. Interesting. What? So, yeah. Alright, so that's slightly different. But wait, in this case we don't do that. Why in this case do we not do that? Oh, because that's a different type of message altogether. Alright. Alright, so this is... So I guess that's why we don't... Whatever. It's not that bad to do this additional step. I think we'll survive. I think so. Yeah, okay. So so off the top of my head, respect controllers, I know some people who know Python, but I don't know if they're necessarily in a position where they would be able to do that. I could definitely ask. I'll make a note of that. I'll write a note to myself to do so. Actually, I should write it down somewhere. Hold on, then I'll write it somewhere that I'll actually remember. Right, that sounds like an important place to put it. And then I can check back. Thank you, yes. I'm glad you. Python tutor. Yeah, I can ask around because I know smart people who are probably way better at Python than I am. I know people who are definitely way better at Python than I am. So I can ask about that, and then I can let you know if I find someone. Because yeah, I know how you feel in that sometimes you just really need sometimes you just really need someone who can like sit down and like literally answer your questions. And I understand that is not exactly you know uh like I'm I guess like streams, for example, are like more generally informative, whereas like if you have like a ton of like specific questions, or like you need like specific explanations, like yeah, I can see why you'd want someone to like actually just like literally just sit down and go over all that stuff. All right. So end split. So hey, it's my time. Shift tab. Save that. Alright, so now that we get the name once, we don't have to get it like the million other places that we get it. So, well, this is actually one case that we do have to, but that's kind of like a different thing. In fact, I'm gonna use a different term for this. I'm gonna call this like, iname or something. Because that's like a different entity kind of thing. All right, so yeah, where else are we referencing name? So right here, we basically do it for like everything. We were just like holding off because there are some cases where the name never becomes relevant, and so if the name never became relevant, there would be no point in doing this. But the name, by making the name always relevant. I use Spyder, Spyder. It comes with the Anaconda distribution of Python, but I don't specifically recommend it. I actually I've heard much stronger recommendations for one called PyCharm, like PY charm, all one word. And I've heard that one's actually really good. So I haven't had a chance to try PyCharm yet, but like I wouldn't be surprised if like by the time stream delay catches up, like if someone's like, oh yeah, PyCharm, totally, yeah, because like every time I mention PyCharm, someone's like, oh yeah, PyCharm, yeah, totally good. I've just been using Spyder because it was the one that I learned with. It was the one yeah, it's actually apparently it's supposed to be used for like scientific programming. I don't even know what that means. Like data scientists, I think, are the people, or like the actual people who are supposed to use Spyder. Yeah. All right. All right. So all these places that I had been getting name don't actually need to get name anymore because we already got name. And if everything breaks, then I know that I did something wrong. And this is one of those changes that, like, you know what? Maybe literally everything will break. Maybe literally everything will break. We'll find out. Find out soon enough. So, yeah. All right. So, Pygame, yes. I am also using I am using Pygame. Pygame is how we have all these little adventures trekking through the forest. This is the forest, right? I can't really see. I just see a green strip along the bottom, and I assume it's the forest. Yeah, that's got to be the forest, right? Yeah, I think so. All right. Where else are we getting names? All right. Was that all the places where we get names? Maybe. Yes. All right. Only those like 8 locations. All right, but yeah, we get it once up front. So, is there anything else that we can change about how this is set up? Like, does that make it so that some other things, or like no longer necessary, or sorry, excuse me. Uh, Sorry about that. So yeah. Whoa, that's funny. I've never heard someone go from Visual Studio to MonoDevelop. I recently switched from MonoDevelop to Visual Studio, and I'm never turning back. At least I don't expect to. But I guess I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. That guess is nice. All right. Okay. Yeah. So we're sorting about we're so before I do all that other stuff. Oh yeah. No. I do still want to go. Oh, wait a second. Maybe. Okay. Wait. What? Oh. Wait. What? What? Wait. Why am I doing this if len t split greater than one thing multiple times? I feel like I just put this if event on inside the len t split thing. Am I crazy? I feel like I could do that. Is there a reason that I'm not doing that? Is there like a case? No. Yeah. That's silly. So I'm just gonna do that because I feel like I can. Again, if I break everything, if I break literally everything, that'd be unfortunate. I don't feel like I'm gonna break everything though, because I'm literally just making the same evaluation like multiple times. Stop indenting so far, you weirdo. So yeah, right. So the first thing I have to check is if len t split is greater than 1. And actually, yeah, because I'm waiting to do that there, then I can wait. Then I can do name in here too. Or because like this is because these. Wow, what are you doing? Oh, you were just mad that I took away name for a second. All right. I feel like some of these can be like else ifs too. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, interesting. Okay. So for performance reasons, you prefer monodevelop. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Yeah. All right. So now I've heard exactly one person say that they switched from Visual Studio for monodevelop, and I understand why. Thank you for explaining that. So some of these can be else cases, right? Because we don't literally do all of these things. Yeah. These can be else. These can be else cases. Yeah, because in no scenario do all of these things evaluate. These are all mutually exclusive. Right. Okay. So, I might want to make this an else case. I don't know if I want to make. Uh. Well. Oh yeah no. Right, because I want the else case to be of event on. Wait. No, event on has to be true or false. So having the else case of event on doesn't actually change whether it's the else case of whether event on is an elif of the previous statements. So this could still be an elif and it would still all evaluate correctly. I'm changing a lot of things. I've changed like this is the third thing that I've changed that might accidentally break the game, but I guess we'll find out. Excuse me. Sorry, my throat has just been like really scratchy. I apologize. So I guess I guess like this new thing that we're adding in about checking to see if it's the GM, checking to see if the GM is like issuing a command. I guess it could happen. It could happen before checking the rest of the generic event not on thing. Although, I guess some of the GM commands are going to be conditional as to whether the event is on or not. So, yeah. So I don't want event on to be an else case to whether the GM is what? Hold on. How do I want to do this? I could just have a, yeah, no, event on will just be an else if case, and I might do a separate event on case for if the GM is trying to issue a command. Is it possible to make a simple game not text-based in Python alone, as school doesn't offer Pygame? Yeah. Yeah. Well, wait. Yes. Sort of. Yes? Wait. So, wait, did I read the question out loud? Is it possible to make a simple game not text-based in Python alone, as school doesn't offer Pygame? So the obvious answer, but I don't think this is the answer you're looking for, is that yes, you could use a graphics engine other than Pygame. But if you're saying like literally not without using another graphics engine, then sort of. You'd have to get really creative. Like, it depends on what tools you have available. I don't, I mean, like, huh. Just in terms of, like, what comes with Python, like, the base, like what you get, like, what you don't have to install extra when you install Python, I guess, I don't know, I feel like you'd probably want something else. Like, so, I don't know, the answer could be yes, but I still feel like your best bet would be to go with like another, like if Pygame doesn't work, like maybe try something else, like another like graphics engine or something that would help. Because I think like one of the really helpful things about Python is that so many people work with it that there are a lot of options available to you when you work with it. So that was actually part of what attracted me to it, is that like Socket for Python is like so easy to use. I've never worked on like a network-based game. Like I've never made a network-based game myself. I've worked on network-based games, but yeah, with Socket, I had it up and running in like an hour, or like a couple hours, I guess, and then I had like the core game up and like, or excuse me, I had the core bot up and working in a day, and I had the core game working in under a week. So yeah, if you literally can't like extend Python, then you're missing out on some of what is really great about it. Uh, so I would also say, like, what's wrong with text based? Like, why not text based? Um, uh, yeah. Uh, what's the player cap on? Oh, Socket is what I use to connect to IRC. So what Socket lets me do is just read all of the chat basically. And so because the game is chat based, by connecting by using Socket to connect to IRC, I am able to to handle everything in the game. So yeah, I mean it's not like the game isn't like hugely network intensive, but it uses IRC chat, which is sorry, I'm just like moving my desk around. Don't mind me. I'm just like sliding around the furniture because it's suddenly really important for me to slide around the furniture. I have a very short attention span, if you haven't noticed, so sometimes it's really important for me to slide around the furniture. I apologize. All right. All right, yeah. So I think I was saying I was gonna make an else if case for else if name equals GM name or equals GM name, and I need some way to indicate that the GM is trying to make a command. So kind of like what we have, I guess, for some dude, how could you? How could you, some dude? I trusted you, some dude. Sorry, that's my new favorite thing to do. Is is to scold people who confess to a disturbing plot against the court. All right. All right. So if name equals GM name, and and what? Yeah, I think I'll just use like the exclamation point, because we're using the pound signs for action tags, so exclamation point works fine, I think. Yeah. Oh wait, exclamation point is that gonna be weird if we use exclamation point? Because we uh hmm. Sorry, one second. I'm just gonna mute the microphone for a second. I'm not actually going anywhere though. I'll be right back. Uh, um, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if exclamation. Well, other people use exclamation points for their bots, so I guess if they can do it, if they do it, it should be fine, right? Uh, let's see. What if I'm going that way with it, I would handle the command similar to how I would handle like an action, like someone inputting an action, whatever. So like, oh yeah, this actually happens down here. Man, the script has changed and shaped so much over time. Uh, hey, you got it! You got it right, guess sis. Good job. You caught that jerk. Import Pygame is really simple. Respect controllers. It's literally the word import and then the word Pygame. There's no. I notice you keep saying pi space game, but it's actually Pygame with no spaces. So that could be important. Which is like import Pygame. You're good to go. Then oh yeah. So then the other thing you need to keep in mind is you need to do pygame.init first in order to get Pygame to work. And then there's some other things that you need to do too. Hold on. The other thing you need to do is yeah, this is pretty important. You need to set the display mode, or you need to for Pygame dot display. You need to like set mode, etc., etc. I just call that the graphics, and so then whenever I reference the graphics in the script, it's based on that. What do you do? Oh yeah, so then yeah, I there's a so yeah, it's part of the reason I one of the things I dislike, the thing that I dislike about Pygame, I'll say, is that the docs are not impressive. But I was able to find like example, Pygame basic example, maybe. I was after digging for a while, I eventually found a very simple Pygame example. Is this it? Yeah. I think check this out. Because this is, I don't know if this is, I think this might have been the exact one that I used when I was getting mine set up. But it's basically, yeah, so you import it, you init it, you figure some stuff out, and then yeah, so I think this is the one that I used, because this will get you like something very simple up and running, and then you can kind of grow from there. Pygame is not defined. Interesting. Not defined. What editor are you working in? Like what are you working in PyCharm or like what software are you using to work on this program? Because I'm guessing you'll get different errors based on what software you're working in. I'd be interested to know. Because honestly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take your error message. I'm going to punch into Google. All right. Let's. Sorry. I hope you guys don't mind. We're just gonna. Pygame is not defined. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Look at the internet helping out. Pygame is not defined for beginners. Sure. Did you import Pygame? Oh. No. Alright, that wasn't as helpful as I hoped it would be. Oh, here we go. Stack Overflow. Stack Overflow tends to be helpful. Except when it gets 0 upvotes. Oh, wait, here we go. Oh. Hey, try this one. I don't know if this is going to help, but it sounds like it could, so... that could be worth checking out. I don't know if it'll be the same thing that you're encountering, but it's the internet, and the internet knows a lot of stuff, so maybe that'll help. Alright, so what do I... oh yeah, so how do I filter if... so like basically where is the text? Something someone says. So like if we t-split on space, then... okay, so the first thing is that whole chunk, and the second thing is priv message, but then the next thing... No, the next thing is the name of the thing. And then the next thing is the actual text itself. So all right, so that's like what index? Wait, 0, 1, 2, 3. Index 3. So So I guess we actually want to check. Wait, actually, the whole t-split thing. Do we check? We check if it's greater than 1, but do we ever go and check if it's greater than more than 1? Because like, I mean, if it seems like maybe this isn't. Oh no, here we go. Yeah, what is this all about? This is the part where, yeah, this is the part where we actually add, where actions are actually taken. So, we don't use t-split? Oh, yeah. Oh, we use research. Regular expression search. Right. Alright. Well, Is this... Yeah, okay, so if it's not multi, we just, if it's not multi, we just, oh, we go by action keys, yeah. So, I guess, So yeah, I should just, I should just handle this differently. So, alright, if name equals gm name and, t-split, or len t-split, has to at least be length of 4, right? So t-split, or excuse me, len t-split. Sorry, I'm just like trying to map this out in my head. If there's like there's a better way to filter for this stuff, but I think what I want to do is just if len t-split is greater or equal to 4. No, not definitely not equal to 4. Greater than or equal to 4. Because that's the... Oh, well, actually, no. I should probably just do the priv message thing, right? Yeah. So if nsplit is greater than 1, then... Or excuse me, if t-split is greater than... Right, and we already checked if t-split is greater than or equal to 1. So... Yeah, so we can assume priv message. So, right, so we can say... we can just say and t-split index 1. All right, there we go. I knew it was worth thinking through. Equals priv message, which is how you talk in IRC, I guess, and not just whether the player's talking, but whether T split index 3 index. I think because it's a priv message, we can assume that there are at least 3 indexes in T split. I might accidentally crash if I'm wrong, or the script might crash if I'm wrong about that. The script will crash if I'm wrong about that. So index ooh, I don't know if I can assume. Sorry, I'm gonna say something in chat and it's gonna be like weird. Disregard. Disregard. Okay, so that it doesn't look like there can be a leading space, because it looks like I said space disregard and it just came through as disregard. I don't. So it might not be safe to assume. Like, it might not be safe to assume that. Huh. Testing. It seems to be trimming out the leading spaces, but I don't know if that's necessarily a safe assumption. So yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna. It's not gonna break the bank to filter for this. So len t split 3 is greater than 1, and t split. That noise meant it was event time, by the way, but some of you might have already known that. Alright, excuse me, index 1, t-split, index 3, index 1, a equals exclamation point. I think that's how we tell if the GM is issuing a command. And if this is the case, then we will check what command is getting issued. Why don't I use classes? I don't know what procedure style is, but I use what I need, and I've never sat down and been like, you know what I need is classes. So I guess that's why. Like, I don't have anything against classes per se, and I just don't have anything for them either. I don't know. I know I get that question a lot, so I should probably like figure out a better answer for it. But I don't know. Classes are really hot right now, apparently. No. No, I don't know. Because my script works, I guess. If it didn't work, and I couldn't figure out how to get it to work, maybe someday I would like. I don't know if classes were like the way to get my script to work, then I would look into it. But I don't know. I like to. Well, okay, so I tend not to. One thing I tend to avoid is like. Not like complications, not like I like to use very rudimentary components, because well, yeah, right. So if I cared about readability or extensibility, then that would be worth looking into. But I tend to avoid like the things that do what is it? It's like so basically anything that's like that another person made, that they intended to be very convenient for whatever purpose. More often than not, I find it to be like horribly inconvenient. And like, so sometimes I'll try using things like enums, for example, and I'll be using an enum for like any amount of time, and I'll get to a point where it's like, if I was just using an integer, this would be so much easier, and so I just go back to using integers. So like I try stuff that I from what I gather I'm supposed to be doing, but it's more of a headache than anything in my experience. So right, if I cared about anything getting readable or extendable, then then I would use things like that. Uh, but when you say extendable, I don't think you're correct per se, unless you have a non-standard definition of extendable, or I mean, like, I don't have any difficulty editing my um yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know. If I thought classes would like add anything, I would probably look into them. And I expect to die before I ever care about classes, but like that's not to say I'll never care. I don't expect it'll ever become salient in my lifetime. We'll find out. All right. So yeah. So now if we know that the GM is issuing a command, we will want to check what command the GM is issuing. So let's say if tsplit index 3 equals, I'm pretty sure it always starts with a colon just because of how IRC formats it. Like when people talk, it's like what yeah, here we go. Proof message binary. Yeah, so like it always just like you don't see this colon in chat, but it's just always there. Hide complexity. Yeah. I find that classes hide complexity at the cost of greater complexity though. Like if you don't mind seeing something a little gnarly on the surface, you actually end up with something simpler. Again, that might be a generalization, but like I don't have a problem with complexity. I actually generally prefer it because if you're not making something complex, you're probably making something. I was gonna say something rude. If you're not making something complex, you're making something simple. And the world is full of simple things. So much so that I don't feel obligated to add to that. All right, so what's an example of a command? I mean, the obvious one will be, oh my gosh, wait. I just remembered something. I don't want to start with the exclamation point. So, no, I just want to. All right, so first we'll check for whether the GM is saying something, and I just remembered what the command for an event is. The command for an event is hark! Exclamation point. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that now. Totally. Yay, respect controllers! I assume this is good news. Or else I just won you over with my great personality. Well, so some dude, I'm already parsing messages, so what the heck do I need that class for? I mean, you're not the first person to try and convince me, and part of the reason I respond to that question as I do is because I guess I do I'm really waiting for someone to like give me the good reason, which is why I guess when I get that question, I tend to try and like goad out a response or like it goad out like a further information. Yeah, good job, reset controllers. Good job, you did it. You did it. Congratulations, you had a game. You made a game. uh, so yeah, so the reason I qualified that statement, some dude though, is like don't feel obligated to try and like convince me. I just I was mostly just curious to hear what would be your rationale. But yeah, thank you very much for going into that, because like I don't know, I'm still waiting for someone to like really say like, oh, and also like and here's the thing that you actually want, that yeah. Yeah. Inheritance and polymorphism. Yeah. Someday, maybe. yeah, maybe my games just haven't reached that level of complexity yet. Like, I don't know. Maybe if I had like, I don't know. Like, I could conceivably get to that point at some point, where I'd want that. Like, I'm sure there are probably some games that I would even make right now that I would want that for. I don't, I guess I don't tend to think about that because you need like a pretty tall hierarchy in order to like really start needing those things. Um, yeah. Uh, well, I, yeah. I mean, I always make things for a reason. So, yeah. Uh, I tend to have like a really strong idea of like what I want to do, and then I do it. So, usually by the time I'm at the doing it phase, I know what I want. Right, hark. So you might have noticed that Trusty Bard, whenever he announces an event, he always announces it with hark. And so that is literally going to be the command for the GM to initiate an event. In that case, the GM will have to be the one saying hark. Oh, I'm sorry. That just I just I'm sorry. I just okay. All right. I'm gonna I can okay. That clearly uses me way too much, but wait, what is the? Oh, I have. It's an error because I haven't actually put anything inside that conditional. Yeah. So the case where the GM creates an event manually is going to be really similar to the way that I create an event using the secret control panel. So yeah, it's going to be very similar. So for example, we don't need the intro text because the character will actually, or the excuse me, the GM will actually be saying the intro text, or will actually be saying like the hark, etc., etc. Uh, yeah. Okay. I just remember something. I actually, I can't capitalize the H. I mean, I hope the GMs will capitalize the H. Actually, yeah. Thanks for putting hark in all caps because it just reminded me like I actually can't use caps here, and I think that would have made it like that would not have evaluated to true if not for that. So right. So when we're setting up this event, we don't have to. Where is this? We don't have to say hark because we don't have to say the intro text because the host or the GM will have themselves said essentially the text. We do need to do the new event thing. Although actually before we do this, we'll probably want to filter that it's like a valid event before we like jump into it. I think we want to say, yeah, we'll want to run like another check, I guess. Because so like the part where we filter out the actions, like the part where we, like the first thing that we'll want to do is actually like check that. Hey, speaking of events, the first thing that we'll want to do is check that there are, yeah. I think there has to just be at least, I think the rule is that there has to be at least 2 valid actions, and then that event is legit. And what would happen if there was there's an, excuse me. There could be an event with only 1 action. As long as there's 1 valid action. What does that mean exactly? If there's only 1 valid action? For event type 0, it would just mean that that action would be the winner. For event type 1, it would just mean that that action could be a winner. For event type 2, it would mean that event was the winner. For event type 3, it would mean that event was the like clear winner. For event type 4 and 5, it would mean that that event type that action fails. So I should probably require a minimum of 2, at least 2 actions per event type. Per event. Probably. Alright, I think that sounds good. For starters, I'm just gonna copy like this whole thing, and I'll probably want to rework a bunch of it, but a lot of it is gonna be a lot like this. So yeah. Uh, Good job, some dude. I mean, guess this. Good job, everyone. But some dude, I think, if I recall correctly, I think some dude has the right idea. I actually forget what event type the ancient prophecy is, but 3D games in Python. That is a good question. I'm assuming the answer is yes. I don't know what would be the right tool for that, because Pygame is very much 2D. So let's see. The answer has to be yes. The answer has to be yes. Python 3D game engine. So Panda 3D, for example. Wow. Seriously? This is all Python? Seriously? Yeah. Yeah, I'd say the answer is... Yeah, apparently the answer is yes. So, yeah, Python 3D game engine was what I punched in, and yeah, it looks like there are at least a few options there. So, you have your pick. Uh, huh. Time begins to wind backwards. What does that even mean? I mean, I know I should know what that means, but we are running the game that I'm making. This is the game that I'm making. I'm making this game. It's on the bottom of the screen. Good job, some dude. What? Hold on, I'm just curious what... I don't even know what event type the prophecy is. Or the curse. It's event type 4. It's event type 4? Huh. Oh, yeah. I made it harder to get nice on event type 4. Yeah. So it's not that hard to get perfect, but it is harder to get nice. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that was good, though. And like time's winding backwards, like, come on. Who really cares? Time's winding backwards. We're all getting younger. Eventually we'll all be babies. Whatever. Benjamin Button turned out okay. I assume. I actually never saw that movie. But alright, what am I doing? Oh yeah, did I copy that thing that I was going to copy? No, it looks like I haven't yet. Or I might have copied it, but I haven't pasted it yet. Alright, there we go. So yeah, this is like on the right track, I'm guessing. But alright, so the first thing that we want to do is research. And then, oh, we don't need to do this global action symbol business. Actually, yeah, we don't need to do any of these globals. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the other thing. Is, right. So there's no such thing as write in. Oh, and, oh gosh, I need to fix the whole action panel, because, like, 5, yeah, alright. I can't do event type 4, or I can't do event type 5 in the action panel yet, because I haven't beefed it up yet. Sorry, just reading text. New event. Yeah, so we can't set the type yet. So I don't think that's going to screw anything up. We just don't set the event type until the end. In order to terminate the event, or in order to conclude the event, the GM has to define an event type. So actually, yeah. I mean, I guess we should differentiate between event type or event on and not, because we only actually need to read for this command when event type is not on. So if event on, then there'll be some commands we look for when events are on. For example, the command to terminate the event, and then this will actually be in the else section. And yeah. Oh yeah, so multi has to be handled differently, because well, okay, interesting doesn't actually mean anything, so we can get rid of that. There's no global pev multi, there's no global say q, and in fact we don't say anything. Actually no, we do say something, we just don't say that. What we say here is basically like we say right, oh my gosh. I should make Trusty Bard participate in the event. When Trusty Bard is not the person saying the event, I should make Trusty Bard participate in the event. Maybe? I don't know. That might be silly. Seems like it could be funny, though. How come from is a syntax error? From. Oh. Wait. From. Let's find out. Alright, so that, whatever. Right, from. Oh, okay, from is a thing. I don't know what it is, but let's find out what from is. Where's, oh, it's right here. There. Alright. From means something in Python. It's like a magic word. But what does it do? I feel like it should be the first entry. Whatever. Thanks a lot, docs. Python from. Oh, okay. Is this how you're using it? Because if you're using it, like, to specify where you want to import things from, then like it's legit. But if you're using it in another context, it's probably a reserved word. So, yeah. So, yeah. Sorry. One second. I'm just gonna turn off the microphone. I'm not actually going anywhere. I'll be right back. Pardon the delay. Alright, so, the time is now 7:24. I started streaming at 10:30, so I've been streaming for 9 hours? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, just just keeping tabs. Event on. Okay, yeah, so I'll need to make up like some command for when event is on to deactivate the event, but oh yeah, so write O. Is it write O, like write, and then the word O as in like OH? Let's see what Google says. Write O versus write O. Sometimes when I'm not sure which is more common parlance, I just Google both of them. Oh, write O came up with more Google results, so I assume that means it's the correct answer. Write O, and then the name of the game master plus GM display name plus Uh, uh, so write O, display name, uh, uh, to action, I guess. I don't know. Again, I can always make these not as lame anymore. Someday. um, uh, oh, when I turn off the microphone, I have like a sniffly nose, and so I turn off the microphone so that you don't have to hear me operating a tissue. Sometimes I'm ingesting things, but I usually do that on camera because I'm shameless. What's all this then? Invalid syntax. Oh, whoops. Equals 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 equals. I said it before and I'll say it again. Whoever tried to use an equivalence operation inside a conditional statement is a terrible person, and they ruined it for everyone. EV text. Oh, right, no. I'm supposed to be searching through T-split 3. Yes. Yes. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, why don't I search through T-split 3 when I'm doing this, top? I just searched through top. Why do I search through top? Why not just search through T-split 3 here? I mean, it's not like it makes a huge difference, but... Oh, right. No, I remember why. Because T-split 3 is only the first word. Right. So I should search through top. All right. And then um, yeah. Excuse me. I know I'm a bit hungry, which is why I checked the clock. To be honest, but I'm doing okay. Doing okay so far. I have more purple sludge, but I'll no, I'm probably not gonna run forever. I do have to. This isn't a 24-hour 20. This is not a 24/7 stream, so I'm not done yet, but I'm close enough to the end that I can grab a snack in not too long. Thank you for your concern, Gestus. Thank you for looking out. All right, so live equals true, curev equals newev, and event. Yeah, so this all sounds good. I think. Oh yeah, except for this multi thing. Because I do. Okay, so yeah, so how should this work? Yeah, I think um yeah, I have when I'm streaming I have a case of emergency almonds as well. So worst case scenario, I can always crack out some almonds. No, I'm probably gonna have a salad later. In the not too distant future. So yeah, so I mean I kind of want to say the last I kind of want to say the way to make an event multi is to do it just like Trusty Bard does it, because when an event is multi, Trusty Bard appends multi, like literally the word multi in parentheses at the end of the thing. And I mean, hark exclamation point is kind of like fiddly enough. Like I don't want to make it like that much harder to that just reminded me of something one of my friends said, where when I was trying to figure out how to indicate that an event is multi, my friend suggested that instead of hark, it starts with harks. And I was just reminded of that because I was like, wait, what if I make the initial phrase something different? And I did say maybe I would do that. Maybe I would change the phrase for a multi-event, but then I never really like hark is such a generic word. Uh, or it's like it literally just means listen. It's just like hey. It's like a it's a I don't know. Uh maybe it's not that hard to type multi. Like it I mean it's a very established precedent. So uh huh. Uh, I mean hmm. Multi. Multi. uh, yeah, if I was going for a slightly different tone of the game, I might have used that instead. Gestus. Oi. Oi. I like it. I just have a certain fondness for Hark. But, yeah, so whatever. For now, I'll just say it has to be perfectly formed. And like maybe that's unreasonable, and maybe it'll be annoying, and maybe people won't like that. But for starters, it should work fine. So if if t split the last index, so t split what len t split minus 1 equals multi. Like if it's exactly that, then multi equals true. Excuse me. Yeah. All right. So that works, I guess. I wonder. Hypothetically that should work. Hypothetically, I do need a way to end the event though. So if t split, oh, that was the other thing that I was gonna add. Uh, I was going to like with Hark, I was gonna add something to the outro statement as well. Because then I was going to use the same outro phrase to well, actually no. I said this and then I didn't. And partly I think that might be because I decided I didn't actually want to go in that direction. Yeah, no. Right, the reason I didn't want to go in that direction is because the GM doesn't actually say the outro. Really. Not really. They kind of do. But the way the outro works with the GM is that okay, so the way Trusty Bard says the outro is thank you. Thank you, Guess. Guess I'm declaring you cool person of the day. Congratulations. Usually I leave it open, like I'll nominate people for cool person of the day, and then wait to make the official declaration later. But I am declaring you. I'm saying you ran away with this one. You are officially cool person of the day. I used to have banner text. I'll have to bring back the banner text so that way your title will be officially recognized. But congratulations and thank you for being such a cool person today. All right. Yeah. So okay, when Trusty Bard ends an event, he says the outro, and he says the outro because he already tabulated the results. The way it works with a GM is that the GM says the event ends, then in response, Trusty Bard tabulates the results, and then the GM can really choose what happens in that case. So, Well, you live up to your name then. Guest us. Actually, I have no clue what guest us means. So wait, you don't. Wait, no, it's ironic. So you don't. You clearly don't. you you fully embrace the irony of your name. I'll say. What does guest us mean? um. Oh, are you talking about the BSOD part? I know what BSOD means. All right. So. Yeah. So what do I want the command to be? I guess it's arbitrary, really. Uh. Uh. There's a slight chance that Trusty Bard won't respond with the tabulated results immediately. Like, not because it takes a while to calculate the results, but because of the delay. Because of the delay in when Trusty Bard is allowed to talk, he might have to wait a few seconds. I don't think that will happen very often, but like I want to. Oh, interesting. Yeah, for a name that's about stuff that's so terrible, then you you, you really make up for it, I guess. uh, when you build your file, it doesn't load. It just opens idle. Interesting. What have you done so far with your project respect controllers? Like what type of stuff have you started building? Wow, that guest just sounds like a top notch bloke, charming fellow. Yikes. Oof. That's an interesting namesake you chose. Uh, Wait, I feel like I was gonna. What was I saying? It was something about. It was about the terminal statement, right? Oh yeah, and there's a slight delay, but the slight delay doesn't matter. No, I'm still trying to think of I want it to be something like equally like silly, equally like dramatic, but like in that fake way that Hark is dramatic. So uh um oh, you made a loop and a window for your project, but it's not opening. Um like So like you double click on the py file, or you run the py file, and it opens idle. Like it opens like the command prompt type window, or not the command prompt, but like the whatever that thing's called, the command like window. It never opens like like it never like gives you like this part, is what you're saying. Hey, it's event time. All right. That is that's curious. Oh, yeah, the console, right? Huh. You what are you using for your loop? Because like sometimes it'll. Oh, you know what? Okay, wait. You know what you should do? Or like what? I mean, you don't have to do this, but you know, one thing that I'll recommend is wait, did you say you're using Spider? Because if you're using Spider, then like you should be getting an error. Like if an error is occurring, you should be getting an error in like the little output window. Uh, if you're not, if you're just running it from the well, I'll wait till you answer that question first. Yeah, because if you're not getting an error, then it might be that your loop is just terminating, or like that your loop is ending, right? Because like, you know, for the console to close, that's also something that it'll do like when everything is successfully completed. So yeah, if you are using if you are using, or if you're, so yeah, if you're, I don't know, you're, oh, okay. Yeah, so check this out. If you run a, if I don't know why, I mean, yeah, I guess I don't know exactly why this is the case, but if you run like a Python script and you get an error, then, so wait, hold on. Uh, new file. This is just my stupid Python script, and I'm just gonna introduce an error. So if hat, that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. I'm just gonna say save as. I'm gonna save it in my documents as yeah. So this is stupid.py. So right, if I go to my documents now, documents faster, and I run stupid.py. Wait, what? No. What are you talking about? What? Ugh. All right. Well, my computer sucks, or like my OS sucks. So yeah. So hypothetically, you run stupid.py. It's going to open a console. It's going to attempt to run it, and when it hits that error, it's just going to immediately close, which is kind of annoying, right? Because like, that's not helpful. So what you can do instead is if you create a I don't know the proper way to create a bat file. I always just create a text file and rename it. But if you run like stupid dot bat edit shoot, I forget like the I forget the thing that you type here. Wait, no. Actually, forget the bat file. I lied. If you go, yeah, let's just go with the command prompt. Right. Okay, this is better. Okay, I'm gonna move stupid. Sorry, I haven't done this recently, as you might be able to tell. I'm just gonna move this to my C drive. What? I don't care. Go. Good. Whatever. All right. So cd dot cd dot. If you go so stupid.py, right? All right, so whatever. I don't care. My computer's stupid, and it doesn't want to just run my stupid.py. What I'm trying to get at is if you do stupid.py / log.txt, instead of just running it and then terminating and then disappearing forever, it'll create a log.txt file, and it will save the error in your log.txt file. So then, after it closes, you can open log.txt, you can look at what the error is, and you can figure out what the problem is. So there you go. Sorry, that took way longer. That took way longer than it should have taken to to explain. But there you go. Yeah. So you run the script. I'm pretty sure it's the forward caret is how you. I'm pretty sure that's how you set it up. But let me know if that works or it doesn't. All right. It should work. Yes, I know. I've moved it. Go away. No. Go away. All right. So, yeah, right. So, what? Yeah. Okay. So, I'll stop saying okay. So, I just need any command for the end of the end of this event. For now, I'm just gonna say the command is. I swear, I had something on like the tip of my brain. It was like yeah, no, I don't know. It was gonna be something conclusive and like something you might bellow to a group of mighty adventurers. Uh, so, what sort of thing would that be? Uh, probably like uh, not hark. I mean, all that comes to mind is hark. Hark should just be used for everything. I mean, it could use hark because they're like these are two mutually exclusive cases. It's when the event is on and when it's not. So, if event on, uh, sorry. One thing I should mention, I haven't mentioned it recently, probably, is that I don't take suggestions. So, I'm going to rinse chat only because that's what I tend to do with suggestions. But nothing personal, and I do appreciate your enthusiasm. I just because I can't accept suggestions, I do rinse them. Uh, so I apologize. But in another world, in another time, wouldn't that be great? It actually annoys me to no end that I can't take suggestions. But, I mean, it also makes sense in the world. It's how the world works. Alright, excuse me. Sorry. So what yeah, what was I trying to do? I was just trying to come up with a phrase. And I will come up with one. It'll be, uh, oh yeah, I think I was the one I was thinking of was like along the lines of like it was like supposed to, it was going to be an expression of like concern, or like well it was supposed to be like I don't know, the kind of thing that you would that you like the type of thing you would say to cut through an argument, sort of like like if there was like something going on and uh and you needed to like get someone's attention, uh or like you needed to like take the but it really doesn't matter. I think I'm just gonna put in like whatever and test it, and then I can figure out an actual phrase to use later. Uh, uh, so yeah, for starters, I'll just use uh, uh, so if t split 3 equals bark. I honestly don't care. If equals bark. Uh, then what do we do? Oh yeah, this is where we do the other half of the not execute commands, but yeah. So conclude event. Oh, that's all. We just have to say conclude event equals true. Oh, actually, we have to set the type first. We have to set the event type. Even if we don't, I think it just defaults to like 0 or something. Alright, so if tsplit bark, oh yeah, so then so the very last line, the very last thing has to be an integer, and it has to be the event type. So for now, I might change that. I was thinking, just for this to be more convenient for like a GM, I was thinking of naming the event types too, so that way they wouldn't have to just remember like what numbers they are, but they uh, yeah, it's like if I could come up with like evocative names that were easier to remember, I think that would be better than just using the integers. But for now, we'll just use the integers. Or should I come up with the evocative names? Nah, whatever. For now, just for testing purposes, I'll use the integers. So, excuse me. So bark and t-split. I'll look at the last one again. T-split. Oh yeah. All right. So, so basically, what I need to do here is I have to say the int version of this is greater than or equal to 0, and the integer version of this. Actually, no. I guess I can make this a new line. So the first thing I'll say is type equals et equals the integer version of that. So then hey, event time. Speaking of events, if et is greater than or equal to 0, 0, and et less than or equal to 5, or less than 6, I'll say, then cur dot type equals type equals et and oh, sorry. Oh yeah, all right, yeah. Respect controllers. Thanks for tuning in. I hope to see you again soon. Or yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, I guess. So yeah, right. I need two cases here because I need an else case to this, because if there isn't a yeah, I need an else case, because if the command is not input properly, we'll need like some cue to indicate as much. So yeah. But we do want to say something in the case that it does succeed, and we need to say we need to say conclude event equals true, and then say q dot append. Oh wait. No, we don't. If it works, we don't say anything up front. What we say is what do we say? I think we just say like everything except the outro. I think there's just no outro, I think, is the difference. Yeah. Outro string. If cur equals live. Yeah. Right. Okay. Cur live. Where does cur live come into play here with respect to outro string? Cur live. Yeah, because if cur live, then yeah, we only do the outro stuff if not cur live. Right. Okay. All right. And then the rest of it's the same though. All right. Cool. Cool. So yeah, so the Bard will do that naturally. We don't actually have to tell him to do that. He'll just it's his job. All right. And then what else? Oh yeah. I said I was gonna reorganize. Shoot, I'm gonna have to add this to the backlog because I'm not gonna do it right now. Journey. Sort. Excuse me. Sort outcomes. Or sort results by influence, because GMs don't actually see influence points. Influence points are like a secret, like under the hood thing that only I can see. But it's supposed to slant the outcomes of certain events is what it's for. So yeah. All right. So what what else? Oh yeah, right. So the else case, say q so this is the case that huh. This is the case that we said bark, but we didn't say the the event type. This message is gonna sorry, it's just super dumb that it's bark. But okay. So I guess Trusty Bard will just be no, you know what? I'm just not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. The fact that Trusty Bard doesn't say anything will be the indication that it didn't go through. What is all this? Invalid syntax. Oh, I forgot the colon at the end. Oh, and I forgot to indent all of this stuff. Ha. Ha ha. Excuse me. Alright, so I'm just going to test this. I'm going to see if this works. Except that it's kitty tree time. But no one's actually participating yet, so I'm gonna cancel that event. So sorry. Don't mind me. I apologize. I'm gonna rerun the script. It's probably gonna crash a lot because I don't know. It's been, yep, there you go. It's been a while since I ran the script, so wait, what? What? Oh. Oh yeah, derp. That was just me being sloppy when I was pasting this. I just changed this to iname instead of name because we're iterating over it and I didn't want to... I actually don't have a good reason why I did that. Whatever. Alright, run the scripts. More crashes? No crashes. Ah, interesting. Alright, so the first thing I can do is I can crown binary. See if that works. Oh wait, binry's probably not in the game yet. Oh, binry's not probably in the game yet. So I should probably make it only work if the... Okay, so yeah. So I should probably only make it work if the character's actually in the game. So yeah. Where was that? It was in the execute commands. So the crown GM name equals etc etc. So then we'll say if GM name in pdict. Oh. Just in checking in the player dictionary? Okay, so if GM name in pdict and GM name not in... What's the dictionary for people who are leaving? Because, like, sometimes if people have left, but, yeah, sometimes... Oh, yeah. So, No, I'll just make it so that you can't flag someone who's if they've Zenith. Hey, how's it going? Welcome. This is actually the same project that I've been working on for a while. It's side quests. It's been it's been in progress for a little while, and yeah, I'm adding a new feature to it. I'm adding a lot of stuff to it. Actually, what we did earlier today was we made the world stretch all the way across the bottom of the screen. So that was exciting. Now I can be like kaiju. I am monster. I eat adventure. Sorry. Um, yeah, pretty much just for that reason. No, we added it for a few reasons, and now what I'm doing, I'm adding. No, literally, what am I doing? Right. Oh yeah, I'm looking up the dictionary that people get added to once they're departing. I forget what I called it. And this IDE does not have autocomplete. So yeah, no wait, too far. Here we go. Bedict? No, Bedict's Qdict. Qdict is for players who will leave soon. We've already gotten their part message, and we just haven't removed them from the player dictionary yet. Right? Because if there's not an event on, then we just kick them out immediately. Yes. Right? Wait. Yeah. Oh, no, we don't. Oh, okay. Right. I'm glad I checked, because we also don't make players disappear if they're in the parade, or if they're in the if they're on screen. So those are two things I have to check for. Those are the two cases that we might have a character in Pedict and they're not actually still here. So keep that. And then what was it? Qdict was the one that we. If we get a part message and the event is on, then if name not in Qdict, we add them to Qdict. Yes. All right. So Qdict. So those are the things we have to check. We have to check that they're in the player dictionary. The name is not in Qdict. And wait, why did I put those? I don't know why I put those open close parentheses there, but I did kind of want to use the keys. I think. I don't know if that's an equivalent statement or not, but it seems to work to say in Qdict.keys. Yeah. So if GM name in Pedict.keys and not Pedict name dot part and GM name not in so this is a GM name and GM name not in Qdict.keys. That's the case where we can appoint a GM. And so I guess technically we don't actually have to do this until here. I mean, not that it makes a huge difference, but technically we don't have to do this until here. Technically. Alright, save that. Alright, cool. So I should bring down the script because I have to bring it right back up. Save. Yeah, alright, I'm going to rerun the script real quick. It's not an event or anything. No, okay. That's fine. Just like relax and take it all in. It's like those fish that live very deep underwater. Like if you brought them up to the surface, they would explode because they live under like so much pressure. But down under all that pressure, it's natural for them to be there. So yeah. All right, so let's try crowning myself. Let's see what Okay, Trusty Bard said nothing. So I'm guessing that's because I'm not in the player dictionary yet. So I should probably add in an error for that, because that's worthy of an error, I would say. Oh, lock. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. That was a little insensitive of me. I just I couldn't I actually like couldn't read it from where I am. So I just um, exactly like David Bowie. um, all right, so yeah, I should actually add in that error message, and I should also rinse the. No, I'll just put in an error message. So else print uh, no such player. Try again. Never loser. Sometimes I'm mean to myself with error messages. I don't know why. Oh, so that was not supposed to be in all caps. Alright. So, am I in the game yet? No, I'm not. Who made it into the game? Oh, I think I have to put the script down, because if I run the script too fast, it doesn't get the. I actually didn't get it, but now I get it. Thank you for explaining that, Locke. All right. Yeah, I just need to leave the script down for a minute, because otherwise it won't tell. IRC won't tell me when stuff happens unless I wait. Unless I wait. So I guess I could have just made Trusty Bard the. Oh, that would have been creepy though, because then Trusty Bard would have been talking to himself. No, that would have been creepy. I think I made up this genre. I don't think this genre actually exists. I think I made it up, because it's that might have been true. But if a game like it exists, I don't know. If a game like this exists, that would have been really helpful to know back when I started this game. There you go. So like, it's hard to really no, it's not that hard to explain. I just like, it's basically like it's a lot of things. So you probably saw the graphics that were on screen, right? That's like those are like the visuals. That's like how character state and setting is. Well, not even setting. It's basically like it's like how character state is tracked. It's like kind of the HUD more so than anything. No. Okay, wait. I did have a good analogy for what shows up on screen. What shows up on screen are basically like the little pewter figurines when you're playing a tabletop role-playing game. Or, excuse me. Yeah, tabletop role-playing game. Excuse me. Sorry, my throat is just really scratchy. And so Side Quest is supposed to be like a very open-ended adventure type game where, that plays during stream. So, the idea is that like, we're all like a band of adventurers, and so like right now the most obvious feature of it is the automated event system, which as you might see it. I don't know if you've been in chat for a few minutes, you might have noticed like Trusty Bard talks about like weird things, and Trusty Bard is like the bot, I guess, kind of, that runs the game, and I think I probably waited for the script to be down long enough. The feature that I'm working on now is kind of interesting. With the feature, hey, Iski2 official, welcome. How's it going? So the feature I'm working on now is to appoint a game master other than Trusty Bard. Technically, I am a game master. I'm not a very good one, in that I tend to spend my time doing other things instead. What I'm working on now is a way to appoint a game master other than myself. I'm like going to test it on myself, because I'm doing all right. I've been getting a lot done today. You might notice that side quest now stretches all the way across the bottom of the screen, which I know that's a small feature, but I I like it. It took me a while to put in. I just had to go update all the old art because like it doesn't like the loops are longer now. Um, so to get it to stretch across the bottom of the screen, I had to draw the extra background art and stuff. Um, there I am, Binri. All right, cool. So actually, wait. First, I'm gonna try to crown something invalid. So like that character doesn't exist. So it should say, oh, invalid commands. Really? I was not expecting that. All right. So am I gonna get an invalid command if I use a real name? Excelsior. Invalid command. Why do you think this command is invalid? Uh, Crown. I spelled it with an M. I did not spell it with an N. All right. Well, now it's now it's spelled with an N, and that's good. But for testing purposes, I'm just gonna use crown as a command. All right. So crown. Let's try crowming, like someone who doesn't exist. Excelsior. No such player. Try again. Never. Loser. All right. Sorry. Binri. Oh yeah, I'm also gonna capitalize my name weirdly. Not because this is how my name is actually supposed to be capitalized, but I just want to make sure that I can respect people's capitalizations. So actually, yeah, I'll capitalize it bin with a capital E at the end. All right. So if I hit Excelsior, Trusty Bard is probably going to say what? Trusty Bard is going to say, "Hail Game Master Binri, I'm here to assist," is what Trusty Bard is going to say. Let's, thank you. Uh, well, hey, guess us. If you like GMing RPGs, then, have I got the feature for you? No, I'm just kidding. Will I soon have the feature for you? No, but literally, like the reason I'm putting this feature in is so that I could appoint people in chat as game masters. And so, like, for example, if you felt like playing game master for side quest for the afternoon, you could do so. Yeah. So Excelsior. Okay, that's an error. What? List has no attribute I opened. What? I must have accidentally left something in here. What line is this error happening at? Whoops, nope, that was the wrong. I did not actually mean to open to Kinter. What? Oh, SayQ? Wait. Oh! Wait. What? No. What is your problem? Oh! I just misspelled append. Wow, I'm really bad at this. Wait, why didn't it come up with an error earlier when I was using that, like, weird fake not a command? Alright, sorry, I have to bring down Excelsior! I have to bring down the script for a second just so I can get it to restart. Wow, I am not not on my best today. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. It's these see my fingers. I don't know. Maybe I need to give them a break or something. Or I need one of those like hand exerciser things to keep my fingers dexterous and agile and whatnot. All right. Hopefully, it'd be really nice if there was a way that I could. You know what? I should like, for testing purposes, I should come up with like a way to just add players into the script, or add players into the game manually. That'd be convenient. I mean, I could I could just like keep a snapshot of like what players are in the game, and then hey, we got a new follower. Let me see who it is. Locke, hey, welcome. Thank you for following. I appreciate your viewership and your support. Whoa, I'm almost. I'm so excited. I'm like falling over. But thank you. I appreciate it. Um, all right, let's run the script again. Yeah, I could just like keep a snapshot of like what players are in the game, and then I don't know, it'd be a little weird because like it takes us a while for those Oh no, you know what it is? It's if those messages don't come through at first, they never come through. So I can't even really like. There's not even anything really great I can do to get around that. All right, but it looks like this is working. So let's try crowming binary, or let's try crown glorf. Excelsior, invalid command. Alright, I spelled crown correctly now, hopefully. Let's find out. Crown glorf. No such player, try again, never, loser. I don't know why that entertains me so much. Alright, so if I hit Excelsior now, Trusty Bard should say, all hail, Game Master Binry. Hey! Hail Game Master, hail Game Master Binry, I'm here to assist. That should probably be 2 sentences. Hail Game Master Binry, I'm here to assist. Cool. Oh yeah, you guys get to see if the test results work before I even try them, because you guys get to see chat before stream delay. So, alright, so now I don't even need the secret control panel anymore because I am Game Master, hypothetically. So, alright, so if I just type, like, a thing in chat, testing, blah, blah, then that should not do anything untoward. That's fine, because I'm Game Master and I can still chat, right? Okay. However, if I say, hark, do you like nachos? Yes. No. Then event time. Yeah. That's the right answer, guessed us. So now I could say stuff like, here is me saying stuff that's not a command. Good. Alright, so the game seemed to do okay there. And then, I wonder, does my secret panel work even when we're doing it this way? Yeah, it does! My secret panel totally works. So we can see guest us has, Oh, that's interesting. Wait, what's... What is happening here? It thinks Binry is a command? Who did it think said it? What? Alright, that doesn't seem quite... Oh, no, I know what... I know why it did that. I totally know why it did that. It's because I'm just searching for this text in the I'm just searching for oh shoot, yeah, it messed it up too. Alright, well, okay, that's good to know, I guess. Yeah, oof. Alright, well, that's fun. Right. Excuse me. So if you notice, like, on these private messages here, like these proof message, I don't know how well you can see this little window here, but, this is the IRC, this is what IRC gives me. And it's like, first it says, like, the person's name in, like, this weird format that's all weird and stuff. And this is a proof message to indicate, it says proof message to, to indicate that the person is sending, like, is saying something in chat. I assume it stands for like private message or something like that. And then the very next thing it says is the name of the chat room, and it precedes it with a pound sign. So when I created that event, it